by. You will now be placed into conference.
Yeah, I gave you the presenter access. Maybe you can start it now.
Yeah, what was the last session or? Can anybody recap this last session? What was just? Okay, I'm Sangeeta. Whatever, what was the last session? I forgot. Anybody recap me? Hello?
Sorry, I'm on mute. We use these reusable functions. Web driver, we have a C driver also. We have used the switch case.
No, last sessions we are talking like a WebDriver methods. So we started using what is that? One is in maximize the browser. How to maximize the browser?
Maximizing the browser.
Yes, driver manage Windows and maximize. This is a command on top of driver. There is a manage function. On top of manage, we have to managing a window. On top of window, we should maximize. Okay, and getting a page title. So there is a method called get title. So driver.get title, that title will come. And next is like current URL. So get current URL. So whatever the URL is presented on the current page, that particular URL will come. So we have done like splitted and something, we have done some verification. So in that printed page, only the reprint will be come. So we have taken a splitted array, and in that we have splitted particular area slashes by using slashes, and after that we will use dot. And I gave this is the we are failed here. So anybody worked on that? How to split the dots? I told you this is for your task. How to split the dots? Okay. So try today, and I will start another with their functions only few.
Yeah, I will ask the team to do it today. Friday it was a holiday for them. It was a festival for them, so they were waiting. They didn't do again.
Okay. See, just I will talk this method, navigate. Okay. So what is the navigate method? Navigate method. The abstraction allows driver to access the browser history and navigate to given URL. Any idea? So if you use a navigate, okay, so the driver will remember your history navigations. Okay, that is exactly point. Okay, we'll use this one, and mostly So there is a two methods here for us. This is the method, get method. So what is the use of get method? What is the use of get method? What is the use of get method here? See, from day one we are using get method. If you pass the URL, that particular URL will be loaded in the current open browser. Okay. So this is fine, and this is which is similar. Okay, so which is similar like a get method, but the navigate method also has it will remember the history of the browser. Okay, it will remember the history of the browser navigation. Okay, so let's see that. First, I will use get method, and I will use navigate method. And I'm taking launching browser. Web driver, small driver. Import the driver. Driver import. Public void. Launching. Loading URL. The method name is loading URL and driver dot get method. Driver dot get method. And if I use case menu or whatever. Okay. So now if I call this create an object current class object driver, for example one, VM1, VM1 and new WebDriver method 1 and WM1 dot launching the browser and WM1 dot loading the browser. Just 1 second. Yeah. So now if I run this one, it will run as Java application, and simply it will open the browser, Chrome browser, and it will load the HTML site. Okay, and see that next one. So this is for if I write here underscore get method. Okay, get method, and I have changed the name here. Loading URL get method, and same thing I will copy paste here. What is the method? Navigate method. Navigate. So this is a very important software. Okay, so both methods will do same, but when to use the important. When to use which is the best one. So by seeing the practical knowledge only you come to know. Okay, navigate method. So in the navigate method, just I will do navigate driver dot driver dot navigate dot to. There will be a method called to. So we have to call this particular URL. See, if I run this one, okay, if I run this one, so what it does, let's see that. So what I have done, driver navigate dot to again loading the URL as like this. So both will do same. What it is done, open the Chrome driver and it reloaded on the URL. Same thing it will do only. Let's see that, and I will tell you that more explanation about this method. So launching the browser and loaded. Okay. So both are similar functionality. Both are this method navigate through and get the both are similar functionality, and also this navigate method has additional additional functions, additional mechanism or additional things. How? Let's see that in the API you come to know. See that it will remember the browser navigation. As we know, suppose if I have here, there is a highlighter. Yeah. This is the as you know the back button, refresh, and there will be forward button. Okay. So these are the browser actions. So on top of the browser actions. So if you use a get method, you cannot come back a browser back. You cannot go forward to the browser step, and you cannot refresh on your browser. So if you use the navigate method, navigate.to, so these three actions will be available in the navigate method. Okay. Yeah. See that the API. So this is the navigate method, and go to the navigation, and these are the navigations. We come to know here there will be a back button. Okay. So let's take it. Yeah. So these are the methods. Very important thing. And this is the back button. So you can directly call on the back button, move back a single item in the browser history. So this is the one. And forward means this is the one. You can forward if it is enabled the step of that browser, it will do that. And there will be a refresh, current page refresh. If you want to do the refresh on the current page, you can do this one. And this is a normal string URL. This is a normal string URL we can pass. So string URL in the sense within the quotation as we given like this in our this is the case in HTTP this is a string format URL. And there will be another format of URL, URI, java.net.uri. Maybe have you heard about this one? I don't know exactly. This is another way of giving the Java URL. Okay. So this is also support, and these are the differences between the get method and navigate method. So these are the extra ability to do by using a navigation method. Navigation method is the most preferable. Okay. Yeah. Now, so let's use that, and we come back. So go to the code. Just I am commenting this above one. Now here, you need to click on one action. Then only we'll get some other forward and backward. Let's see that. First, what I will do is yesterday we have done some. There will be a click on print link. I will copy this one. Click on print tickets. Okay, and here before navigation, I will maximizing a driver or browser. And here how to maximize driver dot manage dot window dot and maximize. So now, up to here what we have done, maximize browser, loading the URL by using navigate to method, and after navigate, what we have done, we have clicking the print ticket link. So now here apply the back button, browser back button, browser back. How to do driver dot navigate dot there is a back. Okay, and let's see that. Whether it is moved back or I don't know. So let's see that what we will do is we have yesterday we perform one method like get current URL. Get current URL. So what I will do is I will print the URL driver get current URL when after we navigate to the print ticket page. So just I'm printing the URL, and after navigating a back button, again I'm capturing the get current URL. See that URL will be changed. Suppose if you navigate suppose back, so this URL, entire URL will be changed. So like that, there will be a every time what we are doing, we are capturing the current URL. Okay. Now same thing, and this is a browser back button, and one more thing is browser forward button. Browser forward button, and again capture the current URL. Capture the current URL. Driver dot navigate dot forward is the method. So again capturing the URL, and there is a browser refresh. Browser refresh button. So browser refresh method. Okay. So now driver dot navigate dot refresh, and refresh means current page only display. Current page only display. See that print statement just I'm differentiating like a plus symbol and browser back button. So this is captured in the browser back button, and there will be a when operation like browser forward button. So just I captured it like making a setup indication. Okay, and copy this one. See what I had done, just I'm explaining again. So I added the one more step, maximizing. Yesterday we had this one, and today I introduced the driver.navigate to, and yesterday we had done a case in a new print link, and yesterday we introduced this get current URL. So by using this get navigate method, we can navigate browser back button. Okay, so just a browser back button. After we come to in the print link, and it is and again we are capturing the get URL. Again forward button capturing the current URL. The refresh button also we are capturing the current URL. Then we come to know it is the action is going on. Let's say that it will be like observe carefully. It will complete very fast. Okay. So once it is done, just observe quickly. Just loading. Click on reason. So everything is done. Everything is done one shot. Very fastly. That's the reason. See that. This is the first link, and after browser back button, and it came back to the home page. Forward button, it went to the reprint page. Refresh on the reprint page. So, and if you want to observe, just I'll make a sleep. Okay, I'll make a sleep. So thread dot sleep. There will be a method. Okay, so there will be a method thread dot sleep. Okay, so what is meant by thread dot sleep is I'll tell you here. What we are doing is we are telling to driver, hey driver, your driver default time is this. Okay, driver will wait some amount of time. Even though I want to wait, we can keep the wait for some extra amount of time to driver. So this is a method. So driver will wait until finish your given interval. Okay. Here, and after navigating a back button, forward button, and refresh button. See, I'm running again. See the observation, what is going on. So it waited, it went back, and next clicking on forward button and get refreshing. See that. So all the actions has been done. So in general, like if you are using framework, we have to use, instead of get method, we'll use navigate method only. So when to use navigate method and when to use get method. Get method is normal. You don't have like these steps. Like you don't have the test cases will come back and forward. So you don't need to use navigate method. If you have such type of actions, refresh, navigation, forward and backward, you have to use navigate method only to launch loading the browser. Okay. So generally, we'll ask like what is the difference between get method and navigate method. So these are the explanation of get method and navigate method. This is one of the interview questions. What is the difference between get method and navigate to method? So people will say that both are same. Yes, both are same, but we have to explain other navigate function has abilities like back, forward, refresh, like that. Okay? Yep. And there will be one more, I think one more method we learn, and get title is done. Yeah. So there is a close method. Okay, there is a close method. So can you see that? What is a close method? Close the current window. Close the current window, and quit the browser if it is the last open window. So these words are very important. Understand the words. If not, let me know. Okay. So there will be a similarly how it is get and navigate. Same thing. We have two methods: close method and quit method. So these are also two interview questions. So what is the difference between the close method and quit method? Okay. So what is the close method? So close method, close the current window. Close the current window. When it is quitting the browser, if it is the last currently open, which is last currently open only. Suppose there is a scenario. Suppose you have opened 5 browsers. So if you use the close method, only last fifth browser will be closed by this method. And coming to here, a quit browser. Okay, quit browser is like a quit the driver. So it is not closing the browser; it is quitting the driver instance. Okay, and close every associate window. All the 5 windows will be closed at a time, and session also closed. Okay, so if you see in detail, if you want, you can go through this column. Quit, close and quit. What are here on there? See, let's apply this method and we'll come back. Okay. Public void close and quit method. So driver dot close. Okay, driver dot close. So just I have done a close method, and if I run this one, Java dot close. So let's say that run as Java application. See, the browser is closed. So browser was closed. So suppose if I run this one, suppose I give a statement, browser closed. Okay, and yeah, I will hide this one, and I'll write a driver dot quit. Driver dot quit. See that run as Java application. Maximizing back button, forward button, back button, forward button, refresh, yep, close, quit. Browser is closed. So here the thing is you cannot get a differentiate. So right now how the closes work and as well as quit is same similar function. When only a single window you have. Suppose you have a single window, you can use close method, you can use quit method. Both are same. But if you are talking multiple windows, that time there is a test case, there is a scenario like which we need to close all the windows. We need to close all the windows after the done with operation. So that time we may that close method which is not sufficient to close all the browsers. Only the quit method is close all the open associated browsers with the driver. Okay, clear? So the example I will cover later for quit, but the differentiation is the same. So single window, both the operations are same. If we have like a multiple windows, if you're talking with the multiple windows, the driver, quit driver will perform quit all the browsers which are associated with the current driver. Okay? Yeah. So just we recap that what we have done, what we have. Okay. So we done the close method, done the find elements, and this is one of the pending item, find elements. Okay. So for that we require a Java advanced concept as collection. So if you know this method, and we require the Java collections. Okay. And the get method is done, current URL is done, and there will be a page source. Okay. One more concept we have. Let's complete this one. So page source. What is the mean by page source? So get the browser, get the source of the last loaded page. So it is a very simple one. Maybe does not require much, but sometimes you need to verify in that backend stuff. That time it may require. Suppose if you have right click on the page, okay, right click on the page, you can see that there is a view page source. Okay, so right click on the page, this is the one, view page source. So if you click on this one, this is the entire HTML is a view page source. So you want this stuff, inside that you want to verify any particular word is contained. That time only we'll use a method. So we will get such type of requirement, depends upon application to application, and we'll call the method also. Right here, public void page, get page source, get page source. And see what is the so what is the method and how to call. So this is the driver get page source, and the string is a value. So what I will do, I'll print statement system.out.println and page source method and on top of driver dot page source, driver dot get page source is a method, and call this method here before quit browser, quit browser, and paste it here simply. Okay. Now let's see that. See that all the page source has been printed here. All the page source has been printed. See from where it is started. So this is our comment page source method. After that there is a documentation. This is the entire page source. Okay. So it is a string format. So if you have any method or if you want to verify any internal URL or word, so just we will make this contain the word. What is the string operations we have? Equal to our method or contains. So that operation we can perform on this page source string. Okay. So this is also done, and get title. Get title also we covered. Get title of the page, and this two things will be pending, like get window handle, and get window handles. See that only the S is different. From here also there is a S is different. Find element, here find elements. S means, as you know, that plural will get many elements. So find element means single element. As same like here is also get window handles. Only get one window information. Get window handles means we'll get a list of window information. Okay. So I think three things are pending here, and there will be one more thing is switch to window. Switch to. So this method also pending. Switch to method also pending. Like 4 methods, I think 1, 2, 3, and 4 methods are pending, and the remaining methods are completed. So practice it, more practice, then you will get only like you come to know that there will be a scenario you will find in our test case. Without practice you cannot do that. You cannot remember also methods. So please you can take a pen and paper and write the method names. Okay. Right. And next. Any questions up to here? No. Okay. And what is the Java topic which I was covered last Java topic?
String handling, I guess.
Strings are covered, huh? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we'll start like OOPS concepts. Yes. So as you know that OOPS concept like are very popular. So what is the OOPS concept? So these are the things like class, object. Okay. So there will be object, there will be a class, inheritance, and polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulations. So these are the principles of object-oriented programming system or programming. So suppose if there is a one program, so if there is a language, so language comes C or C++ and Java. Okay. So Java. So why Java is a pure object-oriented programming language? Because it is implementing all those mentions OOPS related information like object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. So these are the very, very important in our development or our designing our test cases or framework designing. We'll learn one by one. Okay. So I will start first is encapsulation. As already we know, we both do object and class. Anyway, we'll start from the encapsulation. Encapsulation. Anybody? Any idea about encapsulation? Encapsulation.
Not exactly. I think it's both methods and variables are in the same class, and so they are encapsulated class. Is that correct?
Okay. And please do not tell these answers. So most of the time, my previous experience of people are giving this definition. There is a capsule, is there capsule something else? Example. Which site I don't know exactly. This is the site. So high level is a good definition. I'm not saying this is a but in an interview point of view, you should not tell this capsule example. So should not tell this capsule example. It's a good definition only, but the people will take you read from the internet. Okay, so you don't have knowledge, you read from just book knowledge or net knowledge. So instead of doing that, from a generic way, like suppose if you go here, we'll say, and this is a correct practical definition. Okay, so this is a practical definition. I will show you just a second. Yeah. So encapsulation is a practical definition. From here you can take from beginner books. So this is a very good site. You can take some examples from here only. Yeah. First I will explain programmatically and we will come back. Okay, how to remember for such things. Okay, so what is encapsulation is like, suppose if I write a class, class A, okay, and inside the class I will give, or if I give student class, student class. So I will declare that variable names like a string, student name, S name, and S roll number, and S address. Okay, and I'll write like methods like. So what I will do is this class will make a private variable. Okay, I'm making these three are private variable. What is meant by private variable? Private variable. So private variable means it is with respect to the class level only. Outside of the member, outside of the class cannot access. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So now a string S name and a string roll number and string address. Can I declare like this? Yep. Similar data type. So which is the private? Private means other classes in your project. Nobody can access directly for this variables. So, but there is a situation or there is a requirement we have to provide the access to the other methods. That is the concept of encapsulation. Even though it is private variables, we should give the access to other team members, not directly. Okay, so now we cannot give directly. We'll use that. There is the encapsulation stuff that will be like will make this a getter setter method. Okay, so getter setter methods. So how to create a getter setter method? Right click on the variable and there is a source and there is a getter setter method. Select it and you will see that. So what we have done is we have right now this class is purely encapsulated. This class is purely encapsulated. How? We are making the private variable. Okay, these are the private variable and we have provided a getter setter method for the each variable. I have provided a s name, get s name, set s name, get s name, set s name. Same thing. Get s roll number, set s roll number. Same thing. Get s address, set s address. Okay. So we bind that. The binding done is like private variable and public getter setter method. So by using this getter setter methods outside of the member, outside of the users can access my private variables indirectly. This is nothing but a encapsulation. Okay, this is nothing but encapsulation. So this class right now it is purely encapsulated because private variables and there are getter setter methods to access from the outside of the class. Let's come back to the definition. And this guy is like given a good real-time practical example and definition. So let's see the idea. Like the whole idea behind the encapsulation, to hide the implementation detail from the users. Okay, and if the data member means variables. Okay, and our users are private. Data members are private, which means it can access only within the same class. Okay, whenever we make a data member private, only the scope of the variable access to with respect to the current class only. Okay, and see that no outside class can access the private member variable of other classes. We cannot do that. If you declare a private, we cannot do access from other classes. So, however, if we set up a public getter and setter methods to update, okay. So, if you set up the public getter and setter method to update a set SSN. So in this example is telling set and read and like a private data member by using set get methods, private data member, then the outside class can also access the private data field via public method. So this way, this is the data can access only the public method, such making the private field either implementation hiding outside of the class. So that's the reason we call as a encapsulation is known but nothing but a data hiding also. Okay. So clear about this concept, encapsulation. So read this example. This is a very, very good example. After this session, you read and you practice this below examples. This page. Okay. So simply see here. You can see the example here. Encapsulation demo. So these are the private members What are the private member? Int, SSN, string, EMP name, int, EMP age, employee age, and for every variable we have two methods. One is a getter method, one is a setter method, and getter setter method should be in a public methods. So we can access like outside of the class. Suppose there is another class, some ABC class, which can access by using public methods. By using getter setter methods, we can access these variables. Which are the variables? Private variables. Okay. See that there is a EMP, SSN, and returns. And so we are get means returns. Set means you have to set the value. Set means into value equal to EMP value of new value. And set EMP name, string new value equal to EMP value. EMP name is this one. And new value. Same thing for SSN also. And there is another class, created object. Okay, created object, and set the variables and access the variables. Okay, just I will do a single class only. Or we can take another class also, no problem. Just I will take go to the taking a new class. Example of Encaps example. So I'm creating an object of this class. Which object? Encapsulation example in the Encaps1 class. Encapsulation equal to new encapsulation example dot set address. Setting the address as Hyderabad. Okay, and dot set the name, student name, ABC test, and the roll number. Dot set the roll number. So roll number in the string format. Okay, so these are the set methods. Suppose you want to use get methods. Just a second. What happened? Let's extend the encapsulation. Create a method and a type of method. It is not there. Certain method is there. Okay. Yes. So set method and get method. So dot get as name. Same thing for get address, and those get roll number. Okay. So from here, this is one of the class, and this is the encapsulation outside the class. So we are setting the private variable as a ABC test. Set name, student test name, student roll number, student address. and also we are getting the same name and roll number and things. Okay, run as Java application. So we got the result. Okay, so this whole concept we call as an encapsulation. So very, very important. And if you want to read more on encapsulation, it's better to read, because there is a concept called Java Bean. In framework level, we will use. So tomorrow you are going to be designing a framework. So the best example for encapsulation is Java Bean. So read that. What is the Java Bean? What it does? Where we can use. So this is for your task. Okay. And one more thing I want to give you task. Like one thing is this one, and yeah. What is encapsulation? Get the Java Bean detail, and okay. So just go through that encapsulation only. Be concentration on encapsulation, and tomorrow I'll give you another example. Okay. So I'll stop here. Let me know if you have any clarification.
Yeah, so this encapsulation is useful only when we want to access the private variables, right? Only for private.
Yes. Private variables.
Okay. It's nothing but we are creating a public method and calling that public method from other class, right?
Yeah, not public method. We don't tell public method. Public getter setter method. So get method set method with respect to the particular variable only. Then only you can access. See, if you are doing another public method, it is not a encapsulated method. So if you create a void test method, so this is not encapsulation related stuff. So
No,
what is the variable name?
No, in this test method, if I same as the above setter method, I will do the declaration of this method. Can I access this variable in other class if it is not set?
See, just a second. See, this is a normal generic normal method.
Yes.
Okay. Without taking the help of test method, you cannot access the public variable. Sorry, private variable. So by using test method, by using normal test method, you cannot access this private member only with respect to the getter setter method. So get method is with respect to of sname. That means get sname can access by outside of the class. Get rule number means get rule number can be accessed. So only what is the variable? There will be a getter setter. Then only you can access. That's the reason this guy explained here. Only we can set up the public getter setter methods to update an example get SSN, int SSN, and read for get SSN to the private data member. Then only outside the classes can access those private data member via public methods. Via only get SSN, set SSN methods. That means getter setter methods only. Normal methods cannot access. So here there is a test method which is not useful for us to read the private data member. Clear? Yeah. Okay. So I'll stop here. So we'll continue tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. And I have sent you some programs written by my people actually. So maybe you can review.
Yeah. Send me. Sure.
I have sent it.
I will do.
Okay. I have sent it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes, I saw that. I'll recheck again. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.